fantastically picture this: a private Gulf Stream, GCC-6 5,000 feet slicing through the clouds at 50,000 feet. Inside, the air is thick with the scent of hand-rolled cigars, the clink of whiskey tumblers, and the rustle of leather-bound journals filled with below, a sprawling Texas ranch, where elk, bison, and antelope roam freely, until Joe Rogan decides it's time to test his latest high-powered rifle or custom-forged bow. On his wrist, a rare custom Rolex, one of many in his growing collection of high-end timepieces. This is the world of Joe Rogan, a former stand-up comic who once scraped by on $30 FFC commentary gigs. Now the architect of a $200 million empire built on grit, controversy, and an uncanny ability to tap into the culture. From hosting Fear Factor to building the Joe Rogan Experience into the most influential podcast on the planet, Rogan's rise is a modern-day fable proof of what happens when raw authenticity collides with the internet's unstoppable force. His fortune has unlocked a life that straddles luxury, adrenaline, and primal instinct. Firepower, he's got enough to rival a small militia, testosterone-fueled adventures, enough to make Hemingway look. But here's the paradox: how does a self-proclaimed regular dude, a guy who swears by mindfulness and self-discipline, reconcile his blue-collar ethos with private jets, diamond-encrusted watches, and African safaris where he hunts buffalo with a bow? His Texas compound isn't just a home, it's a fortress, a recording studio, a survivalist bunker stocked for any doomsday scenario. It's the embodiment of his philosophy and existence, where success is measured not in dollars, but in the freedom to chase anything no matter how extreme. But beneath the bravado, excess lies a deeper question. Can you stay relatable while burning $70,000 an hour on jet fuel? Does collecting rare watches and funding survivalist bunkers dilute the authenticity that made Rogan a voice of the everyman? Or is this the ultimate flex, the unapologetic pursuit of everything life has to offer? Strap in, we're diving into the chaos, contradictions, and cold hard cash that define the empire of Joe Rogan. Welcome to Loyal Luxury, where we uncover the opulent, adrenaline-fueled world of modern icons and explore the stories behind their incredible empires. Today, we're diving deep into the life of Joe Rogan, a stand-up comic turned UFC commentator, podcast, powerhouse, and self-made billionaire. From private jets to African safaris, and from rare watches to custom rifles, Rogan's life is a blend of luxury, power, and unfiltered authenticity. We'll peel back the layers of his $200 million empire, revealing how a man who once claimed to be a regular dude became the face of a cultural revolution. Join us as we explore the contradictions, chaos, and raw ambition that define Joe Rogan's journey to greatness, and how he's crafted a life few can even imagine. Early life in martial arts prodigy. On August 11, 1967, Joe Rogan was born in Newark, New Jersey, but his life didn't start easy. At just 5 years old, his parents divorced, leaving a young Joe searching for direction. Little did he know, a new passion was about to change his life forever. At 13, Joe discovered Taekwondo. It wasn't just about the punches and kicks, it was about self-discipline. By his teenage years, Rogan had earned his black belt, and his hard work paid off when he won the prestigious Open Taekwondo Championship. That early success planted the seed of determination that would fuel every step of his journey. As Rogan grew, so did his passion for martial arts, competing and winning multiple championships. He honed a fierce commitment to excellence. This unrelenting drive set the stage for his later triumphs, not just in martial arts, but in comedy, acting, and broadcasting. Rogan's early life in martial arts shaped more than just his skills. They shaped his philosophy. He often speaks about the value of pushing past limits, of always improving. These lessons will become the backbone of his podcast, where he explores everything from personal growth to human potential. Stand-up comedy beginnings, 1988, Boston. A 21-year-old Joe Rogan steps onto the stage for the first time, mic in hand, art racing. Inspired by comedy giants like Richard Pryor and Sam Kinison, Rogan's style is bold, edgy, and unapologetically raw. His comedy isn't just jokes. It's a fearless dive into taboo topics, a reflection of his irreverent humor. Audiences can't look away. But life wasn't all punchlines. To chase his dream, Rogan juggled odd jobs, teaching martial arts by day, delivering newspapers by dawn. Comedy was his passion, but survival was the hustle. In 1994, Rogan takes a leap of faith, moving to Los Angeles. The gamble pays off. He lands a deal with Disney, scores TV roles in Hardball and in news radio, and starts climbing the entertainment ladder. Yet, even as his acting career takes off, Rogan never leaves the stage. Stand-up remains his first love, his creative anchor. LA, Rogan absorbs new comedic influences, sharpening his voice and expanding his perspective, balancing acting and stand-up. He builds a career as versatile as it is dynamic. This chapter isn't just about laughs, it's about grit, risk, and the relentless pursuit of a dream, and this is just the beginning. UFC commentator and Fear Factor fame. 1997 marked a new chapter for Joe Rogan. As he joined the UFC as a backstage interviewer, his charisma and deep knowledge of martial arts quickly won over fans. Soon, he became the voice of the octagon as a color commentator. Rogan's unique blend of humor and sharp analysis helped propel the UFC into the mainstream, but that wasn't all. In 2001, Rogan took on a daring new role as host of NBC's Fear Factor. Contestants faced wild stunts and bizarre food challenges, and Rogan's energetic hosting made the show a hit, ensuring sustenance. Despite his TV fame, Rogan never strayed far from his comedy roots. He continued performing stand-up, balancing his roles as a UFC commentator, reality TV host, and comedian. Rogan's work with the UFC and Fear Factor not only solidified his status as a multifaceted entertainer, but also deepened his ties to the martial arts community. It was a perfect blend of passion and career formula that would define his success for years to come. From the octagon to outrageous stunts, Rogan proved he could thrive anywhere, and he was just getting started. The Joe Rogan Experience podcast. In 2009, Joe Rogan launched the Joe Rogan Experience, a podcast that would revolutionize digital content. Recorded from his home studio, the show featured unfiltered, long-form conversations with guests from all walks of life, scientists, comedians, athletes, musicians, and even controversial figures. Rogan's curiosity and open-minded approach created space for deep, often provocative discussions rarely heard in mainstream media. The podcast quickly gained traction, attracting listeners who craved authenticity and intellectual exploration. By 2020, the J-Ray had become one of the most popular podcasts globally, with millions tuning in for every episode. Its success was driven by Rogan's ability to connect with guests and audiences alike, blending humor, insight, and raw honesty. In 2020, Spotify acquired exclusive rights to the J-Ray for $200 million groundbreaking deal that solidified Rogan's status as a media powerhouse. The partnership was renewed in 2024 for $250 million, further expanding the podcast reach and cementing its place as a cultural phenomenon. The JR's impact went beyond entertainment. It challenged traditional media formats. Rogan's willingness to tackle controversial topics and host polarizing figures sparked debates. From its humble beginnings in a home studio to becoming a global force, the Joe Rogan Experience redefined media consumption. Rogan's vision and authenticity turned a simple podcast into a platform that continues to shape conversations worldwide, controversies, and public perception. Throughout his career, Joe Rogan has been no stranger to controversy. His podcast has faced criticism for hosting polarizing figures and discussing topics that some consider misinformation. Despite these challenges, Rogan remains committed to his vision of free speech and open dialogue, often defending his platform as a space for unfiltered conversation. Rogan's approach to hosting has led to both praise and backlash. While some view him as a champion of free speech, others accuse him of spreading misinformation, particularly on sensitive topics like COVID-19. The controversies surrounding Rogan have also sparked discussions about the role of media personalities in shaping public discourse. But it has also earned him a loyal following among those who value his commitment to open dialogue. Moreover, Rogan's controversies have underscored the challenges of navigating complex issues in a rapidly changing media landscape. As a figure with immense influence, his words carry significant weight, and he continues to face scrutiny for his choices as a host and commentator. Love him or criticize him, Joe Rogan's impact on media and public discourse is undeniable. His journey through controversy reflects the challenges of navigating a rapidly changing media landscape and the power of unfiltered conversation. Personal life and core beliefs. In 2009, Joe Rogan married Jessica Ditzel, and together they have 2 daughters. His personal life reflects his core beliefs in fitness, self-reliance, and family. Dr. Chauverin is an advocate for martial arts, hunting, and outdoor activities, often weaving these interests into his podcast discussions. His lifestyle is marked by discipline and routine, with a rigorous fitness regimen that underscores his commitment to physical and mental well-being. Rick's personal philosophy extends beyond physical pursuits. He frequently explores topics like personal growth, free speech, and the importance of questioning authority. His podcast has become a platform for deep conversations on mindfulness, self-improvement, and societal issues. Rogan's emphasis on self-reliance and personal responsibility resonates with many listeners. His ability to balance humor with profound discussions has made him a unique voice in modern media, capable of engaging audiences on both lighthearted and serious levels. Through his personal life and core beliefs, Joe Rogan has inspired millions to embrace discipline, curiosity, and authenticity. His journey is a testament to the power of living by your values and sharing them with the world. Lavish lifestyle. Joe Rogan's success has afforded him a luxurious lifestyle. His $14 million mansion in Austin, Texas is more than just a home. It's a personal retreat and professional hub, complete with a state-of-the-art podcast studio. Rogan's passion for design and performance is evident in his collection of luxury cars, including Porsches and Teslas. These vehicles are more than just status symbols. They reflect his appreciation for craftsmanship and innovation. But beyond cars, Rogan enjoys traveling for stand-up tours and indulging in high-end hunting trips, which align with his love for the outdoors. His lifestyle is a mix of luxury and adventure, often featured in his podcast discussions. Rogan's Austin estate is a reflection of his personal style and interests. With extensive outdoor spaces and a private gym, the property caters to his love of fitness and nature. It's a space where work and leisure seamlessly blend. Despite his wealth and fame, Rogan remains down to earth and accessible to his fans. His connection with his audience through social media and live events has been crucial in maintaining his popularity across different demographics. Net worth and legacy. Joe Rogan's legacy is a testament to his unparalleled influence on modern media. As the host of the Joe Rogan Experience, he revolutionized podcasting with unfiltered, long-form discussions featuring guests from all walks of life. His 2020 Spotify deal, worth over $200 million, and its 2024 renewal for $250 million solidified his status as a media mogul. As of 2025, Rogan's net worth is estimated at $200 million, with annual earnings of $141 million from Spotify sponsors and comedy tours. Rogan's success is reflected in his lavish lifestyle of $14 million Austin mansion, luxury cars like Porsches and Teslas, and investments in real estate and stocks. But his true wealth lies in his cultural impact. Despite controversies over hosting polarizing figures, Rogan remains a cultural icon. His commitment to free speech and authentic conversations has inspired new generations of creators and redefined digital media. Joe Rogan's legacy is more than numbered. It's about sparking conversations, challenging norms, and building one of the most listened to podcasts in the world. His influence transcends entertainment, making him a defining voice of our time. Joe Rogan's rise from Boston stand-up comic to global icon is a masterclass in reinvention. A UFC commentator, fact-hacked RLEFRFIL, podcasting pioneer, he reshaped media with unfiltered curiosity. His $450 million Spotify deals cemented his status as a mogul. By 2025, Rogan's $200 million net worth isn't just wealth, it's cultural currency, controversial yet iconic. Rogan balances luxury with grit, martial arts, hunting, family, and champions free speech in a polarized world. Love him or hate him, Rogan's legacy is clear. He democratized conversation, proven authenticity trumps polish, his imprint on media, unfiltered, unapologetic, unforgettable. Feel free to call us that. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the world of opulence and exclusivity. If you crave more luxury, smash that subscribe and tap the bell. Your front row seat to elegance awaits. Stay tuned for our next episode where we unveil the unseen side of sophistication. Until then, keep living lavishly. This is Loyal Luxuriati, where every detail matters. Want more? Click here to dive into the next level of indulgence.